Okay, and one other thing I want to explain about this project and about type in general is that I believe type has certain characteristics subconsciously um, set up with the arrangement. That is, if there's a certain typeface, it has certain cultural ideas attached to it. Okay, so if you see this kind, you might think of education, you might think of fashion, um, you might think of, military, army, something like that, particularly like knights in shining armor. You might think of a wedding. And I'm going to show you some examples of that. So I call this typeface and association. Um, I think it was something that just happened over time through our culture as we use certain advertisements and movie posters. Certain typefaces got attached to a certain kind of meaning. So if we can get the computer to come on, switch over. Okay, I'll turn this one off. Okay, I'll turn that. Okay, finally. All right. So you might look at these now and just say, well, they're just typefaces. They don't really carry any assigned meanings, but they really do. They're to the point where I would say they almost have an accent. So you look at these guys. What kind of accent? What kind of voice do you hear? You know, I hear like Arthur over here. Yes, George. And I can see these type of letter forms. Now, okay, maybe you don't hear the same thing, but these type of letter forms, in my mind, in some ways, are associated with this kind of culture. Okay. You see these guys. What kind of voice do you hear? Well, y'all come on. I'm fixing to make you dinner now. Get over here. Okay. Maybe it's something like this. Um, a slab serif, perhaps, but probably more stylized with added depth and all these details. We kind of got associated with outlaw, and this is probably because of the cowboy um, Hollywood westerns that use this typeface over and over, which was somewhat related to the outlaw posters that the movies were based on. But whatever. Now they're kind of linked. Okay, we see these guys. They're all prim and proper. Yes, Henry. Okay, well, what kind of typeface do you see now? Well, I kind of see Caslon. This a serif. It's a modern serif. You know, you could argue. Maybe you see something different. This is kind of the vision set of the future in the 1950s, 1960s. What were they seeing the future as? Well, when I think about this, I think about Futura. That's the actual typeface name for a geometric sans serif. I don't know if exactly has a voice in my head, but that's the kind of typeface I see. These guys, I'm thinking of Boston. I'm thinking of detectives. Oh, I can almost hear it. I'm really bad with that kind of Boston accent. I can't do it. So you guys help me out. But I see uh, typewriter typefaces. This is a American typewriter, and to me, yeah, those things go together. So there's a culture here, and once you start realizing that, you can really use type for your advantage. You can really use this for your advantage if you know how to link the right concept with the right typeface. Okay, a wedding. Oh, this has got to be easy, right? I mean, this type of typeface is basically taken over the industry. What is that? It's script. When's the last time you've seen a wedding announcement that didn't have a script? Okay, so occasionally, but not very often. It's almost like 90% script out there. Did it have to be? No, it just happened, and now it's linked, and you can't get rid of it. I mean, if you set your wedding announcement in that and this, people might think you're a little crazy. Maybe you are. I don't know. Um, okay. This can go on and on and on. Okay, so I already talked to you about that. I just want you to look at type a little bit differently and say, type has a voice. Type is attached to I- cultural ideas. Many times they're subconscious, but they're really there. And I want you to tap into them. And this project will challenge you to do that. So thank you very much.